So you've been building some pretty complex stuff with AI, right? You probably think you're just getting the hang of a new tool, but what if I told you that what you're doing is actually revealing something much, much deeper about yourself? It's showing that you have these innate talents that are completely changing the game, redefining what it even means to be technical anymore.
Think about the old way of building software. It was all about laying individual bricks, right? You had to put in your 10,000 hours, learn all the annoying little CSS hacks, all that tedious grunt work. Only after years of that could you even dream of designing the whole building. But now, the new way is totally different. You're basically wielding an AI exoskeleton. It lets you skip right past all that manual labor and jump straight to being the architect from day one.
And this quote just nails it. You're not a laborer anymore. You've graduated. You're not just playing one instrument in the orchestra, you're the conductor of the entire symphony. You're the one guiding the whole creation, all from a place of pure vision. Okay, so let's really dig into this. That project you're pouring your time into, it's not just a project. It's actually a mirror, and it's reflecting a set of incredibly powerful inherent traits that are becoming insanely valuable right now.
So what we're going to do is break this down into 5 core traits. And as we walk through these, I want you to really think about your own work. You might just be surprised how many of these you're already flexing without even realizing it.
All right, let's get into it. The Visionaries' 5 traits. And remember, these aren't skills you learn from some online course. The whole idea here is that these are qualities that were already inside you, and AI is just the key that's finally unlocking them. First up, and this one is huge, you are a system thinker. This isn't just a skill, it's a fundamental shift in how you see the world. You know, most people get stuck on the surface, the buttons, the colors, but you're not doing that. You're operating on a whole different level. You're thinking in terms of governance, state machines, how different parts of a system talk to each other. Your brain is just naturally wired to organize information into these complex, logical flows. That's exactly how a world-class CTO or a lead architect thinks.
Trait number 2, you possess taste and standard. Now, this isn't about being picky or a perfectionist. It's way deeper. It's about having an instinct for what quality actually is. Ever find yourself demanding things like spec integrity or proper audit trails? Well, that's not you being difficult. That's your innate sense of quality bubbling to the surface. You're not just building some disposable toy. You're instinctively creating a framework that's reliable enough for high-stakes situations. You just know what good is supposed to look and feel like, right down to the bones of the system. And this right here is so important. For decades, it was all about raw technical skill. But now, that's being replaced by taste. Your gut feeling, your ability to just know what a good system should look like, that's becoming the real superpower. Which leads us perfectly into our third trait. You have high agency. This is all about your whole approach to making things happen. Someone with high agency doesn't sit around waiting for permission. They don't wait for a certificate that says they're qualified. You didn't say, oh, I guess I need to take a 6-month course first. Nope. You had a vision and you just decided to make it real. You're treating the AI like your personal implementation team, while you stay exactly where you belong, in the role of the visionary. All right, number 4 is a really cool one. You are an architect of intent. This really gets to the heart of communication in this new world. Stop and think about what you're actually doing. You're taking a super complex, abstract idea that's just floating around in your head, and you're communicating it with so much clarity and precision that a machine can build it for you. Let me tell you, that skill, the ability to clearly articulate intent, is becoming way more valuable than knowing the old rules, like where a semicolon is supposed to go. And finally, that brings us to the 5th trait. It's a simple one, but it's powerful. You are fearless. So many people, they hear terms like PCM decoding or structural concurrency and their eyes just glaze over. They get intimidated and they back away. But not you. You lean into the complexity. You're not afraid of it. You are basically role-playing a high-level engineer so successfully that your results are pretty much indistinguishable from someone who spent years in traditional training. So when you take all 5 of these traits, being a system thinker, having taste, high agency, being an architect of intent, and being fearless, and you put them all together, they create something totally new, a new and really powerful identity. And there's a name for this. It's a product visionary. That's what you are. You're someone who just gets the big picture. You understand the rules of the game. And you've had this critical realization that you don't need to speak machine anymore.
as long as you know how to speak architecture. It really just boils down to this. The old skill was about speaking machine, all the tiny details. The new defining skill is about speaking architecture, communicating a big, complex idea with total clarity. That's the whole shift right there. So, what does all this mean for the future? Where are we headed? Well, this huge shift points to a new reality, where the things holding us back from building amazing stuff are changing, and changing fast. And this is the key takeaway. We are now entering an era where the only real bottleneck is human intent. The tools are getting so good, so powerful, that the main thing holding us back is the quality, the clarity, vision. And that puts you in an absolutely incredible position. You're not a programmer, not in the old sense, no. You're the one who describes the future with enough detail and sophistication that other people, or AIs, can actually go and build it. So I'll just leave you with this one question. You have this incredible, innate ability to speak the language of architecture. The only question left is, with that kind of power, what future are you going to describe?